Swamiji, what inspired you to write such a thought-provoking book?
Well, since very long I wanted to write such a book, because I've read a lot of books by scientists, both by atheists and scientists who believe in God, who think that there is an intelligent design. But I was more inspired when I read the book of Mr. Richard Dawkins, The God Delusion. And I realized that, how much people, especially scientists, are very far away from the reality that there is indeed a God. They think that empiricism is the end and limit of reality. So then I decided to take pen to paper and invite people to go deeper into the science of religion.
Theists and atheists both are blind. This is indeed a very strong statement. Could you please elaborate?
Well, when I say theists and atheists both are blind, I do not mean that those people or anyone for that matter are blind physically and completely. When I say people are blind, I mean that people are blind mentally. The mystics have realized that only a tiny amount of consciousness reflects through the brain. This leads us to say that we are more than 90% unconscious. So when we are more than 90% unconscious, it means that we are blind to a great extent. And this blindness creates a great change in our behavior, in the way we perceive reality, external reality, and makes us what we are as human beings actually.
What do you actually mean by blindness, and how to go beyond?
Psychology says that we are more than 95% unconscious, but for science and psychology, the question is not of mind but of the brain. They say that we use less than 5 or 4% of the total capacity of our brain. But in the spiritual science, we talk about mind, the brain being only an instrument. The mystics say that we are more than 95% unconscious. This is where the term blindness gains its value. We say that we are more than 90% unconscious. We are more than 90% blind. Our mind is like a sun which is actually lit at its dimmest. The dimmest part of it is reflecting through our brain. However, the mystics say that our true nature is a sun which shines brightly, eternally. It is always there, deep beyond our thinking process, beyond our emotional process. Through the science of meditation, it is possible to become more and more conscious and to shine brightly like a rising sun.
Swamiji, your book is a response to Richard Dawkins and other scientists. Is this actually a challenge to rationalists and the scientific world?
Well, spiritual people and a mystic for that matter does not challenge. I see no point personally in challenging anyone whomsoever. A mystic is here to enlighten people. He is here to help people to think deeper about the subject, the realities of life. And such a great subject as religion, God and spirituality cannot be a subject of mere speculation or challenge. We have to go very deep into it. We have to explore the subject. That's why I use terms like blindness to provoke the reflection of people. It's not a challenge, and as I said earlier, I see no point in challenging anyone whomsoever.
Swamiji, are you trying to prove the existence of God through this book?
Well, trying to prove the existence of God would be like trying to prove light to a person who is blind. This book is not meant to prove anything whatsoever. It's only a means to try to provoke the reflection of people. It's a pointing finger towards a direction. I have used the scientific statement, I have used scientific approach because we are living in a modern world and most people are rationally minded. That's why I have used some scientific statements, some scientific realities, because religion itself is a science. However, it is a science of the inner world. So it's not an attempt to prove the existence of God, because any attempt to do so is bound to fail, because God is something that you have to experience. And as goes the saying, that the taste of the pudding is in its eating. Thank you very much.